Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. It's Enigmatic Entertainment back again with another video. You know the deal, so let's keep it real. Album review for Kid Cudi Ghost, the third of 5 albums of the Wyoming Sessions, which was the 5 albums released by Kanye West. There was Pusha T, there was Kanye West, there was Kid Cudi and Kanye West, Nas, and then Teyana Taylor. All 5 of them had 7 songs, except for Teyana Taylor's, which had 8. This is obviously Kid Cudi Ghost, Kid Cudi and Kanye West collaborative album, and track 1 is Feel the Love. This is the first track. Starts off pretty good, at least the first half is. Cudi sings about feeling the love, and Pusha T raps about cocaine and women, which is nothing out of the ordinary for him. Apparently, Kanye must have bought some coke from him before recording the song, though, based on all the random sound effects he does after Pusha does his verse. The song is going just fine until all you hear is some kind of, I guess you would call it, gun sounds. It's honestly just a bunch of noise and reminds me of some of the stuff that I really disliked on his album Yeezus. I genuinely don't know what this random beating on pots and pans and all that stuff has to do with the chorus and title of Feeling the Love, which is, still repeated by Cudi at this point. Also, the production is quite minimalist at first, which is cool and all, until these noises hit. It's too much. It's overwhelming. I'd much prefer the song without all that stuff after Pusha T's verse. The second half just brings it down for me and comes across unnecessary and quite jarring. Next up is track 2, which is Fire. The track isn't fire at all, trust me, but it's called Fire. Kanye starts the track off acknowledging all the shit talking that people do. I guess he must have heard how I felt about his vocal contributions on the previous song, if you can call it that. This is also the shortest track on the album, clocking in at less than 2.5 minutes. Kanye spits a short verse, and then Cudi raps. There's no chorus in between, but it's followed by an outro by Kid Cudi, and then a guitar solo to close out the song. Andre 3000 is listed as a songwriter/producer on the track, and has worked with both of them on their solo albums in the past, so this isn't surprising, but it would have been nice to have him rap on the song as well. Between the production and the second half of the song, where Cudi hums and sings the outro about this road he's traveled and the scars he's gotten, it sounds very much like a marching anthem. Where they're going, however, is a mystery. Track 3 is Fourth Dimension. It features a sample of What Is Santa Bringing by Louis Prima, which is a Christmas song, obviously, but this song is definitely not about Christmas at all. Kanye spits some bars about having sex with a woman, once again, nothing uncommon for him, and he even mentions using the wrong hole at one point even, so I guess he has like a gift for her, in a way, it's a surprise. So maybe he's like the Santa. Okay, maybe I'm just throwing, but hey. Maybe the Christmas song is a reference to the kids seeing the ghost of Christmas past. I mean, who freaking knows? I'm just trying to string things along here where any of this kind of makes sense as a song altogether. All in all, I guess it's alright. Cudi's verse is cool. I could do without the production, honestly. It's just not very interesting to me, and the sample in the background about Santa just doesn't seem to fit at all. Maybe I'm missing some kind of theme here. I don't know where they were going with this track. Probably one of my least favorites on the album. Track 3 is Freeee, with like 5 E's in it. In parentheses, Ghost Town Part 2. This is another rock-sounding song and is apparently a sequel to Ghost Town from Kanye's album, Ye, which was released a week before this one. And it starts off with an excerpt from a speech by Marcus Garvey speaking on knowledge of self, which fits in with the title of the track and subject matter. Freedom. Cudi and Kanye sing in joy about feeling free now, and the song features Ty Dolla $ign as well throughout the track. He's on the verse, the bridge, chorus, so on and so forth. There's a beautiful, ethereal-sounding harmony after the verse, which is simply amazing. It's almost tear-inducing, honestly. The highlight of the song, without a doubt. It's not a very standard song structure-wise, though. It's mostly all chorus and bridge. There's no rapping in the slightest bit. It sounds better than some of the other stuff on here, but still feels kind of incomplete in a way. I guess because I really just like it when they rap, but overall, it's great to feel free. but maybe they could just elaborate on that feeling a bit more. It's kind of trippy, like they took some acid and just harmonized and hummed over the beat for a while at times, honestly. This song reminds me a bit of their collaboration from Man on the Moon 2, which was Erase Me and was one of the singles. Pretty rock sounding and a little bit out there and whatnot. Once again, not one of my favorite songs on the album, but it's alright. Next up is Reborn. This is the highest charting song on the album, as well as the longest one, sitting at over 5 minutes long. And with the album being under 25 minutes in length, that makes this song over 20% of the album's total length. It's a random fact, probably, yeah, but it's also the most memorable song, besides the first track with Kanye and all his random noises, but this is more memorable in a good way. The production is reminiscent of something from the first Man on the Moon album and features Kanye and Cudi both rapping as well. And Cudi does the chorus and the bridge, as of most of the songs on the album anyway. The Keep Moving Forward from the chorus is an anthem for all of us struggling and sums up careers like Cudi's and Kanye's who have had so many ups and downs as they mentioned in their verses. Kanye talks about medication, being called insane, and dealing with the hate and the blame that he receives from others. The last minute and a half or so of the song has a progressively changing beat with Cudi continuing to sing the chorus, maybe as part of the rebirth that the title references, and he's consistently telling us to move forward. And this kind of reminds me of like Eren from Attack on Titan, season 4, when he's just like, I keep moving forward and all that, So, like Eren and Cudi and Kanye and this song in general, we're just going to keep moving forward. This is a standout track, but on to track 6, Kid See Ghost, the title track. Kid See Ghost by Kid See Ghost on the album Kid See Ghost. The last time I've seen that was Run the Jewels by Run the Jewels on the album Run the Jewels. It features Yasiin Bey, previously known as Mos Def, on the chorus and the bridge, and apparently kids see ghosts sometimes. It's a pretty disturbing statement on its own, but that aside, the song is actually pretty good. The production sounds kind of tribalistic in a way, with the drum pattern and whatnot, and it definitely gives me the feelings of like a ghost being around. It's kind of creepy in a way and whatnot, but it sounds pretty good. It's another one of my favorites, although Yasiin could have rapped his own verse here, besides just being on the chorus and bridges. Because it's not often we get music from him anymore. I don't believe he's consistently put out albums in quite a while now. But hey, still a good track overall. Now, last but not least, we have Cudi Montage, track number 7. It features a sample of the guitar riff from the song Burn the Rain by Kurt Cobain, and gives the song a dark, hypnotic feeling at first. Once the other instrumentation kicks in, it kind of fades to the background, but it still remains. On Wikipedia, this song is listed as electro gospel, and that's a good way to describe it. The subject matter definitely sounds like gospel. Christian references are nothing new in Kanye's music if you look back on his older albums, and even he made a gospel hip-hop album after this. So it's not out of the ordinary for this kind of song to be on here, honestly. Kanye's verse in particular is a standout on the album as he speaks on troubles of the hood, a young girl getting shot, her uncle getting his own gun, possibly to seek revenge or for his own protection. It's very relatable as I have multiple nieces and nephews myself. He then goes on to mention that doing crime is the requirement when you're in this kind of environment, and that prison is what awaits you and eventually will put an end to your life of crime. A very sad but very realistic truth about, ghetto living and whatnot. The chorus and outro are a cry for the Lord to save them from this kind of lifestyle, and it all is just honestly very touching and closes the album out beautifully. Easily another one of the best songs on here. Kanye definitely makes up for what he did on Feels of Love, which I just really wasn't rocking with at all. Overall, Kid See Ghost is a short album that starts off strong despite a hiccup or two, like the gunshot sound effects from the first track, like I mentioned, and it falls off a little bit towards the middle, but finishes much stronger. The second half of the album outshines the first half for me personally. It's got a mixed bag of sounds, and it seems a bit too varied, but given its length overall, it doesn't go too far outside of the norm for these two eclectic artists, as being different is just kind of their thing. And there's more hits than misses, which is also good. Very short album, not much room for, missing on a song or anything like that. If this is what you could expect from a full-length LP of theirs, then I probably wouldn't really be disappointed. But I will say that the parts that I enjoyed more were Kid Cudi's parts, and the features, of course, like Yasiin Bey and Pusha T, definitely, and Ty Dolla $ign. This is a collaboration album, or a collaborative effort, so I don't expect it really to be extremely one way or the other, and it does its job of fitting somewhere in the middle of their individual styles. It's a good mix. Fans of both Kanye and Cudi would most likely enjoy this the most, and fans of one or the other should still find some level of enjoyment throughout it. But if you're new to, either one of them or both, which at this point, who really is, it might not be really too great of a listen for you. As I said, it's a little bit too varied or out there, maybe for more newcomers to this kind of music, or these artists in particular. Kid See Ghost, everybody. This is part of my Kid Cudi album review series. I already finished all his solo albums, so now I'm doing his collaborative effects, which is Kid See Ghost and Wizard. So, as always, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you liked about the album. What are your favorite tracks? What are your least favorite tracks? What do you think about Kid Cudi? What do you think about Kanye West? This is technically the first Kanye West album review that I've done on the channel. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you're not done so already. Follow the channel on Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. And I'll catch you guys next time. As always, thanks for watching, and I am out.